Good afternoon and welcome to Farmington First United Methodist Church in Farmington. Our Lenten devotional for this Maundy Thursday comes to us from the book entitled Steadfast Love, which features reflections and prayers by Ed Arl and Gil Dutchow with inspiration from the works of Henri J.M. Nouwen. We begin with the first verse of chapter 13 from the Gospel according to John. Now, before the festival of the Passover, Jesus knew that his hour had come to depart from this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them to the end. The title of the reflection is "The End is Near," beginning with a paragraph from Henri Nouwen's Heart Speaks to Heart, which says, "Knowing that your hour has come to pass from this world to your Father, and having loved me, you now love me to the end. You give me everything that you have and are. You pour out for me your very self. All the love that you carry for me in your heart now becomes manifest. You wash my feet and then give me your own body and blood as food and drink." That's on page 27 and 28. Further reflection says, Jesus knew the end was near. His hour had come to return to the Father. However, the glories of heaven were far from his mind in that upper room. Jesus knew that the next day would bring unimaginable suffering, sorrow, and separation. But first he performed two far-reaching acts of love. Jesus humbly washed the feet of his surprised disciples, giving them and us a touching example of selfless service. Then he instituted a simple but extraordinary meal that would become a central part of our worship life. These were only prelude to his greatest acts of love. On Calvary's cross, Jesus loved us to the bitter end, absorbing to himself all of our sin and guilt, so that we might live with him to our blessed end, when we will go to spend eternity with him. Whenever I reflect about this holy day each year, I am reminded that on this day, all of us are Jews, celebrating Passover with Jesus. And remembering Jesus' humility in serving the disciples as a constant reminder of Christ's call on our lives. For even as he must have known that he was destined to be murdered, he knelt in service to those who had journeyed with him in ministry, even the one who would betray him. Often, we reenact that act of humble service in memory of Christ's sacrifice and service for us. And so, for me, the question arises, how can we offer that same kind of service to those who surround us? When and where do we have that kind of opportunity to serve as Jesus served? And the devotional prayer is, "Blessed Redeemer, you gave me everything that you have and are, so I may be yours now and forever. Amen."